Oh my goodness, my gorgeous Pisces, what exactly are you going to become so curious about right at the beginning of this particular week? You are, oh my God, gonna become so curious about something. Oh my Lord. And what exactly you're gonna become so curious about, you need to understand that very soon after that moment in time, you are going to have an opportunity, an important opportunity with exactly what you were so curious about. And on top of that, this in itself is really going to wake you up, my gorgeous Piscelini. You're gonna wake up to the point where you're gonna realize that now it's your time. This is absolutely brilliant, because all this is gonna happen completely unexpectedly, and I am loving this opportunity that I'm seeing here. It is going to bring such a great progress into your life, and you are maybe going to feel like beforehand, before all this, you are gonna feel like a kind of like you're having a lack of ambition. For example, you're gonna feel like you're having a lack of ambition right beforehand. So this is gonna be a sign when this particular opportunity, it's actually going to happen. Very important indeed. And this in itself means, my gorgeous Piscelini, when it comes to that particular opportunity, that you are also going to need to make an important adjustment. And the actual adjustment I'm talking about here, it's going to bring a huge, massive, enormous accomplishment into your life in as little as 9 weeks time. In as little as 9 weeks time, we are talking about a rather large accomplishment here. And that particular accomplishment is going to be so important, because it's going to allow you to do something really specific, something so important to you, and something which you wanted to do like for such a long time as well. Oh my goodness, my gorgeous Piscelini, one thing is literally gonna lead it into another, and you are going to be loving this like there is no tomorrow. And also, my gorgeous Piscelini, when it comes to the mid part of this week, you see, you are gonna feel maybe a little bit, just a tiny little bit unhappy about something. You're gonna feel a little bit disappointed about something, about yourself for not acting beforehand in a certain way. But you shouldn't blame yourself for things that happened to you in your past. Do you know what I mean? Things that happened to you in your past are in the past. We can leave them there. What you should be doing at this stage of your life, you should be just looking forward to your future. So you're going to find yourself feeling a little bit unhappy and disappointed because something happened in the past, and you're going to be reminded of this, where the outside influences were not contemplated when you were doing something, okay? And that in itself, it's like, oh my God, this is something that you're going to be thinking about. And then you're going to realize, then you're going to have this idea, this important idea. And this important idea, when it comes to it, you need to trust yourself when it comes to that idea, because that idea, it's going to bring the right change and alteration into your life. But when I say that you need to trust yourself, okay, this in itself means that you are going to kind of need to take some kind of a risk, and you're gonna need to break some kind of a rule here as well, okay? So this in itself is gonna require from you to be brave, to be strong, and to make an important step, which is gonna seem like, and it's to do with that idea that you've had. So it's like, you know, what you're gonna be reminded of when I say that you're gonna feel a little bit unhappy and disappointed, you know, because you did not contemplate some kind of influences from the outside, for example. Now, this in itself, it's to do with something that now you are literally gonna need to kind of have another go when it comes to this. You're gonna need to have another go, and that's why I said, you know, you shouldn't be living in the past. I'm not saying you're living in the past, but you shouldn't be living in the past. You should just, okay, fine, brush it under the carpet and just focus on your future. And this is exactly what you're gonna do, because it's to do with some kind of unfinished business. And you will know this is why this made you feel so unhappy, because it's to do with some kind of unfinished business. And now you're going to have an idea how you're gonna do this, because for you this is gonna be something really imminent and something that needs to be done. I really hope this is not too confusing, my gorgeous Piscelini. Just remember that you are going to have an amazing idea what exactly you're gonna do, and that idea is gonna bring the right change and alteration when it comes to your life, but it's gonna feel like you are gonna need to kind of take a risk, and you are gonna feel like you need to break some kind of a rule. And this is probably something really personal that you have said to yourself, for example. So, you know, it's just basically going to be, whatever this is, it's going to be the right thing to do indeed, because it is going to turn out to be quite successful. And within the next 18 days, very interesting things are actually going to come out of that idea as well. Very important indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, what an unusual week, but it's actually really good. It's actually really great. By the time you get By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, what I was going to say is that, you know, you are first of all going to have a kind of a very bizarre and very unusual dream. And I know I've mentioned about the dreams before, and they have been happening lately quite a lot. You know, lots of people had dreams that didn't have them in a really long time, okay? But this is all due to this particular energy and vibration we are going through, because a lot is happening right now. A lot is happening within the month of December. So that's why the energy is a kind of tense, if you know what I mean. So even when we go to sleep, our mind just is like kind of going 1,000 miles per hour, like literally. And this is why we are kind of like having dreams. And even those people that don't have them normally or often, you know, they're gonna find themselves having quite few dreams throughout the month of December 2023. So you are really going to have a dream. This dream is gonna be very unusual and very strange. And this dream is going to remind you of something really specific that you want to do, that you need to do, something that you completely forgot about. You're going to be reminded through your dream. This is a very important sign, and it's the part of a sacred direction, and you must not ignore this whatsoever. In that dream, you're going to be reminded of something really specific that meant to you so much throughout your whole life. But the things have been maybe not necessarily difficult, but a lot was happening within the last few years, and you kind of disconnected with yourself when it comes to this. So it's important for you to understand how imminent this is when it comes to your entire spiritual journey. As soon as you're reminded of your past, you will know exactly what I mean here, because you're going to be reminded of something that meant to you so much. And now this is going to create such a powerful moment of reconnection, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to also make you aware of the fact what exactly kind of another readjustment do you actually need to make. What you're going to be reminded of, I'm sorry, but at this stage of your life, you need to put this as a number one. You need to kind of understand its priority, because this is happening because it's meant to happen, and it's coming through your dreams. So it's very important to pay attention to, because there are certain things which are going to be missing in your life until you understand the importance of this. It's to do with your soul, it's to do with your spirit, but it's also to do with something that you're so great at, so brilliant about, so good at, you know, but maybe you have been neglecting this and ignoring this. Now, regardless, it doesn't matter what's happening actually in your life right now. Like, it doesn't matter under how much stress you may be or how many things are happening. This is something that is gonna bring so much of a beautiful and colorful energy into your life. Just remember that what you're gonna be reminded of, this is also gonna be a sacred moment in time when you're gonna reconnect with yourself. And this is so important. When I say to reconnect with yourself, like very shortly after that moment in time, you are gonna have a really great sense of, like, you will want to hurry up, like achieving something really big. But this is to do with the big change, but this is to do with other things that have been kind of slowed down in the process. And yet again, one thing, my gorgeous Piscelini, is literally going to lead into another. Absolutely brilliant, but very important indeed. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, also when it comes to the last part of this week, please try to, like, kind of do some kind of exercising and things like that, because this is going to be super important for your energy, and it's going to re-energize you on a completely different level. And I do completely understand, and when I say exercising, I really mean something really specific and something that you don't normally do, to move your body in the certain directions that you don't normally do. And even if you're completely like working out and exercising all the time, what I need you to do is get this new energy going for anybody, for everybody. This is something which is going to be so important, my gorgeous Piscelini, to try to, like, if you're working out all the time, then try to do exercises at around the end of the week where you can kind of move your bodies to, you know, towards the new directions. Do you know what I mean? Like a new exercises. And for those of you, you know, who are not kind of working out or exercising often, please try to like kind of like get that energy going, because that it's gonna bring so much of like a positive energy into your life as well. This is something that I need you to understand. And also, please, I'm sorry if you're not able to exercise. I do understand that some people may not be able to exercise, but even if you're not able to exercise, maybe just move your arms and hands, like in maybe legs, you know, in a certain way. Anything that can be considered as some kind of exercise. Or maybe walk a little bit if you didn't walk for a while, if you're able to walk, for example. But it's important to try to kind of rejuvenate yourself in this particular way. And I know the reason why am I saying this, my gorgeous Piscelini, the reason why am I saying this, it's only because when you get that energy going, when you get into it, there is something that you are going to realize. There is something that you are going to realize. There is something so important that you are going to realize. And on one hand, you're going to realize that somebody is going to need your help, the specific person who you haven't heard from in a long time. And on another hand, you're also going to realize that like other things, that specific things that are missing, that you've been missing out on. And this is all going to come through that particular vibration and energy that I'm talking about. I know it sounds absolutely crazy probably, but trust me, my gorgeous Piscelini, this is going to be happening in this particular way. You need to make the most of this energy that we are having around us at the moment, you know, and this is exactly what I'm trying to say here. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, you know what? It's just so weird. It's getting weirder and weirder, baby. Do you know what? At the end of this week also, you are gonna hear something. You're gonna find out something mental. You're gonna find out something crazy, something out of this world. But you know, it's nothing to do with your life or with your personal situation again. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So it's nothing to do with your life or with your personal situation, but you're gonna find out something really bizarre, something really crazy. You're gonna get hold of this particular information and you will know what you're gonna find out is true. Now the problem is, you know, this is like this is gonna be 100% truth, which what you're gonna find out, something that, you know, certain information which is connected on the people on the outside of your life. But this is gonna get you worried, because you're gonna find out the specific things that happen to the certain people, and this is gonna get you worried. And it's gonna be crazy what you're gonna find out again here. But now your duty, your spiritual duty, is to make people aware of this. You need to speak out to those people in your life that are very close to you exactly what you're gonna find out. You need to make aware people in your life, you know, like family members or people that are the closest to you, your friends, or anybody who you like. You need to make them aware of what you're gonna find out. But you're gonna be worrying that people are gonna think that you are crazy, that you're like a cuckoo, that you're like a little bit paranoid. No, baby, no, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's your spiritual duty to let the people know in your life what exactly you're going to find out. But I do know that you're going to find this like an obstacle, because you're going to be worried that people are not going to kind of get what you are saying. But you just need to give them some times, because these people are going to have their own evidence very soon, right in front of their own eyes. And that evidence that they're going to have, their personal evidence, is going to confirm what you've said. But the time in between, it's absolutely crucial for you to make these people aware of some kind of a danger that you are gonna become aware of. Okay, so this is why this is going to be so important. I know that this sounds a little bit confusing, but trust me, this is to do with the people in your life that means to you so much. And also, my gorgeous Pisces, when it comes to the last part of this week, what a beautiful moment in between you and somebody else. Oh my God, what a beautiful moment in between you and somebody else. Something so beautiful and so gorgeous is gonna happen in between you and this other person. It's to do with an important cooperation. It's to do with somebody cooperating with something that it's gonna surprise you that they're actually cooperating, and this is gonna bring such a beautiful and positive surprise into your life. And also, that particular person that I'm talking about is going to highlight some kind of a skill of yours. Now, the moment in time some kind of a skill of yours is highlighted through that particular person, that moment in time you become aware of it is the moment in time to take this on to on another level. Okay, the moment in time some kind of a skill of yours, some kind of a great skill of yours is mentioned, it's highlighted by that particular person, that moment in time you need to understand that this is your sign to take this on the next level. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.